News Channel 3 presents your hometown show featuring the best businesses and services in your community. Here's your host, Diane Fountain.
Good morning. I'm Diane Fountain, and I want to welcome you to your hometown show. It's a great show today. We're going to go talk to Roman Gabriel. We'll be discussing his celebrity golf tournament, which is July 18th through the 20th. It's coming up, and you need to attend. This benefits the South Brunswick Foundation for Students. Then I have two wonderful gentlemen that are going to be joining us today to talk about the reunion of Babcock and Wilcox that's coming up. But first, Many decades ago, there was a plant here in Wilmington called Babcock and Wilcox. It employed thousands of people in southeastern North Carolina. In 1983, it closed its doors. So now, we are going to have a reunion. They haven't had one yet. 20 years from the fact, we are going to have a 20th year reunion. I have with me today Mr. Harry Brunson and Mr. Jerry Coleman Sr. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Hey, Diane.
This is a good day. It was a long time ago that Babcock and Wilcox was here. Can you tell me a little bit about the history of the plant?
Yes, Diane. B&W was started here in 1951. It was an expansionary program that the corporation, which was over 100 years old, had begun following the war, and with the advent of the nuclear power generation industry taking off and B&W being in the forefront of that, it meant that they didn't have capacity for the planned expansionary economy. So they looked to the south and I guess all across the country, but they found several locations like Wilmington that had available labor as a result of the shipyard closing as part of that. And also there was the pending merger and closure of the Atlantic Coastline office here. And it was a good educational area, a junior college. And so Wilmington was chosen as one of the 4 expansion sites for the corporation. And at this plant, B&W, it was focused on the industrial and marine boilers, but it also made components for utility boilers as well. The industrial marine boilers generally were field erected except for the package boiler, and that was one of the mainstay products of this particular plant. The package boilers were units that were built and completely in a single unit and were shipped to customers, and they could install them, hook up the electricity to them, and they're ready to generate steam. Industrial boilers were used, for example, to give you an idea, right here in Wilmington, the old Timmy Corporation had some of B&W's boilers in it, and they used the steam and the hot water from the boilers to generate their dyeing process and make their dyeing process. Federal Paper Board had, in addition to having field-erected industrial boilers that were made by B&W, they had package boilers as well that were used for part of their processing. The B&W plant, for example, as many other industrial plants could do, had package boilers to heat their plants. The steam would be piped throughout the plant through heat exchangers, and then the air would be warmed and circulated through the plant. So that's the kind of uses for the industrial boilers. At this plant, there were at one time as many as 1,200 people employed for a period of time. The average employment over the years was probably in the range of 700 to 850 employees. And I think there was close to that number of employees there when the plant was closed down in 1983. B&W as a corporation, as a point of interest, had foreign subsidiaries. The industrial and marine boilers that the corporation built prior to our plant here, the U.S. Navy had about 80% of the marine boilers used by the U.S. Navy to power ships during the war and everything were manufactured by B&W. The USS North Carolina, sitting right out here in the Cape Fear River, has 8 B&W industrial and marine boilers on board. The company was a well-known, well-respected company. The employees of the company were outstanding employees. This community provided great capabilities in regard to the availability of employees, and many of those employees, even though it was a tough time when the plant had to close down, Many of them were reemployed immediately in available industries and industries that were moving into here. Many of them started their own businesses, as a matter of fact. And I'm proud to say that we have a small company, and we were able to hire quite a few B&W employees because we knew the quality and capability of those people.
Porter Nail Company. I'm very familiar with them, Mr. Coleman. Well, let's go. Tell me, you had so many people working there, and when the doors closed, that was it. And you have not had a reunion, not even a picnic,
Right.
for these past 20 years. So what is going on now? How did you put this reunion together?
Well, how this reunion came about, as so many former workers meet each other from year to year. I met someone named Blake, Ronald Blake,
Right.
in a department store, and we were talking that we never had a reunion of any kind in 20 years. So that evening, I started writing down names, and I've collected 175 names. From that point on, we started a committee.
Okay.
And we have a committee of 9, and I really believe that that committee is really is doing a fantastic job. Matter of fact, we are going to have this reunion on July the 19th, which is about a week from now.
Right, it's on a Saturday. What time of day will that be?
It's going to be 12 noon.
12 noon. It's going to run until, and I understand that you have middle of the island restaurant catering.
Right.
It's going to be great food. It's one of my favorite restaurants. What our goal is today is to invite everyone that worked, or a family member of a person that worked at Babcock and Wilcox, to come to this reunion, because it is a family affair, and after all, it's our memories that we have the most in life and that we keep. And they had some great memories, and they were great friends. So we have the number up on the screen, and we want people to call you for more details, or to let you know that they've seen this and that they too want to be there. Right?
Right.
So tell me how you're going about reaching all these people.
Well, we started out, like I said, one person after the other, and then the committee, they're a winning combination. They're doing a fantastic job putting this together. And we've sent out invitations, and we invite those that have not heard anything about the reunion, that's been a part of Babcock Wilcox, was the wives or the husband. I know that there's many have been deceased, but if they're interested in coming, we invite them to come.
And you have Mayor Harper Peterson's going to be there?
Yes, he will be there too.
And I understand that our previous sheriff, Joe McQueen, had worked at Babcock and Wilcox, and he's going to be there.
Well, he was invited also.
Okay. Well, this is a great day. It was very sad, I know, when the plant closed back in 1983. But to have all these people come back together as friends, I know many of them are sick, older, having financial problems. So we're asking if anybody wants to make contributions to the reunion to please do so. We're also asking that they come. That's the goal here. And again, our date is July 19th at the Coastline Convention Center. It starts at 12 o'clock noon.
That's right.
Okay, that's great. Well, there you heard it. Babcock and Wilcox reunion. You need to be there on July 19th at 12 o'clock. And please call. On Monday, we're going to have a great show for you. We have Wilmington Health with Dr. Rossetti, Good Feet, and we also have the Jewelry Connection, where you can buy jewelry wholesale. Thank you for joining us, and have a great weekend.
Set furnished by Marcraft Cabinets. Log on with